Hello everyone, welcome to this week's weekly market view for Monday the 11th of March to Friday the 15th of March 2024. My name is Vishal. Let's get started. All right, so let's start off with the monthly chart of the Nifty, as we usually do. And if you look at the monthly chart of the Nifty, it's showing us a strong continuation. Even the month of March has opened pretty positive, and we might continue to see this move to the upside. At least that is what the monthly chart is telling us. On to the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we are seeing a little bit of a tiredness or a tired move. And there is a possibility that we might just retrace because markets have made an all-time high now. And there can be some profit booking coming in. In fact, today, we saw a little bit of profit booking coming in at the very high. And then the market just continued to move to the downside. All right. So now from here on, where do we see the market going towards, right? So we can rather expect to see, if you can see this area over here, markets tried to create a new low, failed to create a new low, and then went on to make a new high. So this is possibly an area which could probably take in a little bit of support from the market. So we'll just mark this area completely. And this is going to be a very, very crucial area for the market, because if you look to the left, this area has been a pretty strong support. So any breach or any close below 21,859 will induce more bearishness in the market. But as long as this level holds out, we might expect the market to continue its trend to the upside, and we could possibly target the highs, which is close to around 22,500 odd levels. All right, let's move on to the next index. We're going to have a look at the Bank Nifty now. So let's quickly load the Bank Nifty chart. All right, let's remove all the tools. Let's start off with the monthly chart. Let me just refresh the graph here. Perfect. So markets on the monthly chart are showing a little bit of consolidation, just to have this consolidated move. But most importantly, we are still holding on to this monthly level of demand. So the consolidation is expected. We have gone all the way now, very, very close to retest the highs, and there is possibly another push that can be expected of the market towards 48,642. And you can see how well this demand zone played out. We had in fact marked this level, and price gave a nice move to the upside. If you look at the daily chart, currently right now, we are in this daily supply zone, and we are getting a nice reaction from that daily supply zone. So we have got a nice move straight into this area. We had pointed out this supply zone also, that if the market is going to move up, it's going to move up in this area of supply. Now, what is interesting to observe is generally when the prices are hitting, let's say, higher time frame levels, we should not be aggressively buying around these areas, but we can wait for a pullback. So if you look at the 125-minute chart, very similar to the Nifty, we have this area over here, a nice drop base rally zone with a nice explosive move to the upside. So right now, if the markets are reacting from this area, then what is also important to note is that we need to break this low. Right now, this low has not yet broken. So any new supply that is created over here is not going to hold any weight unless and until that happens. But once this low is broken, then we will have a new supply zone over here. And once this new supply zone is created, then new shorts can also be initiated at the retracement of the supply right up to this level of demand. If the market decides to come down, then there are only long opportunities over here. So just wait for the right levels. These are going to be the key levels for this week. 47,779 to 48,100 supply level on the Bank Nifty, and 46,271 to 45,685 the demand zone on the Bank Nifty. All right. Now the next index that we're going to be looking at is going to be the Nifty Financial Services. So let's quickly look at the Nifty Financial Services. And let's start off with the monthly chart and refresh the graph once again. All right. So markets have closed at 20,862 on the Nifty Financial Services Index. Let us see what the higher time frame charts are telling us on this market. So on the monthly chart, pretty much it's holding on to this level of demand. On the weekly, same story, very, very similar to the Bank Nifty. But although Bank Nifty has moved right up to this area, the Fin Nifty still has a little bit of more momentum left to move towards the upside. As you can see over here, there is an open gap on the Fin Nifty as well. But in case if the Bank Nifty decides to start moving down, then the Fin Nifty even might not get all the way to this level. But anyways, these are going to be the key levels to watch out for: 21,333 to 21,527 on the supply zone on the Nifty Financial Services. And if we look at the demand level, very similar to the Bank Nifty, we have the closest level of demand situated right here. So this is going to be an interesting scenario. 20,465 to 20,230. So in case if price pulls back into this level, since price have already made a new high over here, and it's clearly seen that prices give a nice break and they were able to sustain above this level. So any pullback into this level might continue its trend to the upside. 21,337 to 21,527 will be the key level to watch out. All right, we are going to now move on to the currency market. So let's quickly have a look at the USD INR, and let's have a look at the USD INR. All right, so the USD INR is trying to give us some clue here. Let's start off with the monthly chart first. So pretty much on the monthly, it's just basically trying to push to the downside and maybe trying to come into this level of demand, 82.46 to 81.72. On the weekly chart, we have now this new level of demand, which is over here, drop base rally. So this is going to be the closest area of demand. And let's now look at the daily chart. So on the daily chart, so what do we see on the daily chart? Yeah. So on the daily chart, we do have a new supply zone here. So this will be interesting to see. So now what the market is doing is trying to react from this level of demand and trying to push to the upside. But if the trend continues to the downside, then more or less we are likely to test these two levels of demand. Right. So the first level of demand is from 82.32 to 82.80. And the next level of demand is from 82.02 to 81.87. So keep a close watch on the USD INR as it might dictate the next move on the Nifty. Let's move on to the heavyweights now. So let's look at Reliance. And today Nifty closed nearly 161 points down. So let us see who was responsible. So as expected, now Reliance is showing some kind of profit booking on the monthly chart. So we can't, have any kind of a conclusion yet. But on the weekly chart, we do have this strong weekly level of demand, which is at 27.43, 26.56. And on the daily chart, again, we are seeing a little bit of profit booking again. Price could easily come all the way here. So buying at these levels is not a good idea. If you look at the 125-minute chart, so let's quickly have a look at that. So although price has made a new high over here, we do have this area of demand. But what is going to be interesting to see is whether this area is going to hold, because the prices have already printed a new high and they are showing a little bit of tiredness. So there are multiple ways that we can approach this level. You can also see price has just about started forming a lower high, but we do not still have a lower low yet. So in case in the coming days, if this 2900 level breaks, then this area over here is going to be an area of supply. So not yet, but once 2900 breaks to the downside, then 2983 to 3013 will be an area to watch out for. for fresh shorts that will come in Reliance, which might probably bring the Nifty a little further towards that area of demand that we discussed. The next heavyweight is HDFC Bank. So let's quickly have a look at HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank is the same story. Nothing much has changed here. If you look at the monthly chart, we are in this monthly level of demand. Just trying to show a little bit of buying from this area over here, 1382, 1272. So as long as prices are in this monthly level of demand, there is no reason to go short. But somehow the other HDFC is facing a little bit of resistance from the areas over here, right? So now what is going to be the key area to watch out for? So if you look at this overall area, we have tried to show a little bit of buying coming in. So you can see this level of demand over here after prices have hit the monthly level of demand. So 1383, 1363. Price may not get there, but now the closest level of demand is this area over here, which is 1409 to 1397. So again, if Bank Nifty gives a little bit of more weakness and HDFC Bank helps in dragging the Bank Nifty towards this area, there is a possibility that we might pull back towards 1409 to 1397, and then we might continue the trend to the upside. And probably the first target can be this high here, and then obviously some areas over here. All right. Okay, so pretty much that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the analysis, and please do give your valuable suggestions or your comments in the comments section. Have a safe trading week, everyone. I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.